Legal finger pointing tonight in the Kaitlyn Hunt teen sex case. Her attorney, Julia Graves, fires off this letter that gets wide distribution, critical of the decisions that have put Hunt behind bars pending a trial and questioning both the alleged victim's family and prosecutors and their desire to press forward with a case. News Channel 5 legal analyst Michelle Suskauer joins us. Thank you very much for being here.
Sure.
Let's take this point by point.
Yes.
Let's put up the full screen. The action, according to Ms. Graves, is a detailed notice of pretrial condition filings, such as the one filed in this case, she says, is almost a crime in and of itself. Your reaction to that kind of language and that kind of allegation?
It's a very serious allegation. She's certainly, pointing the finger at, look, she's frustrated. She's very frustrated. She's very upset. This has become incredibly personal to her. That happens sometimes when we're defense lawyers. It's very personal. But saying that they're committing potentially a crime, I think that's pushing it.
Going too far.
Yeah.
Next, prosecutors, she says, do have ethical obligations. There's no indication whatsoever that prosecutors have violated any ethical obligations. Your response to that?
Again, it's throwing it out there. It's an insinuation that the prosecution is being unethical.
Next, let's look at this next statement. Have you read through it and your reaction to this next one. We put that up. Let's put up the next one. And there we go. It looks as though we have an alleged victim, this according to Kaitlyn Hunt's attorney, who doesn't agree with how things are being handled by the state, her parents, or the attorney. The allegation being made in this publicized letter is that if it was up to the alleged victim, we wouldn't be having this going on. It goes on to say, so she turns to the only person who could possibly understand, in her eyes, a person she clearly does not want to see hurt, and that's Kaitlyn.
Okay. And again, what in this sort of legal wrangling and spinning, they're basically pointing the finger at the alleged victim here, saying she's the one who does not want this to be pursued, that the state and the parents are doing things against her will, and so, pointing the finger in another direction.
Bottom line, this was not filed in court. This was put out there and put out where media could get a hold of it. Would you think this is wise to be putting these kind of things out there?
I think the way that it was done was probably not the way that I necessarily would do it, but I think that she's frustrated and she wants to spin this because right now I think the tide of opinion is sort of against her client because of all of the contact.
Makes it tougher to negotiate with prosecutors in the court, though, doesn't it, when you're putting out these kind of allegations, which, by the way, we have not heard back from the state attorney's office. We're understanding the alleged victim's family now upset about the letter and some of the things here that we've elected not to publicize because they're unprovable. So you've got a he said, she said.
There are a lot of very explosive things in here that we have chosen not to put out there. And I think that when you're negotiating with a party, you don't want to be necessarily throwing them under the bus. You want to be tough. You want to be sure of yourself. But it may not have been wise to do it exactly in this fashion.
Bottom line, for all the emotion here, very quickly, prosecutors are acting within the letter of the law, whether people agree whether teens should be prosecuted for this or not, given the allegations that we see right now. Correct?
They are, but this is discretionary. I mean, it is up to the state attorney's office what charges that they want to file and the way that they want to do it. Look, their job is to pursue justice, not conviction at all costs.
And therein lies the ongoing debate. Michelle Suskauer, our News Channel 5 legal analyst, who will be with us throughout the debate. We've posted the entire letter on our website. Click the Scene on 5 tab on WPTV.com.